Hello and welcome to the Daily Mill for Monday, 24th of January 2022. Today's Mill news, we have this from londonnewsonline.co.uk. 4 takeaways from Mill's loss at Blackpool. Away form is a worry and major reinforcements needed before the transfer window closes. The start of this year has not been kind to Millwall, and that continued at Blackpool on Saturday afternoon as they were consigned to yet another reverse. The Lions did not offer much, just 3 shots on target in the 90 minutes and not a lot of attacking threat against a side that started the day below Garrett's side in the Championship table. The game was settled in the 55th minute when Shane Lavery fired home a rebound from CJ on the shot, which had been well saved by line stopper Bart Biakowski. The closest Mill came to an equaliser was through substitute Tyler Burry, who forced a smart stop for Daniel Grimshay with 11 minutes to go. Here are Alex Grace's 4 takeaways from the game. Concerns growing as poor run continues. It's been an awful start to 2022 for the Lions, the worst in like 73 years or whatever. Garrett's side have shown their bounce back ability very well in the past, and it's been very rare that a losing run has taken shape. This is the first time during his reign that Mill have lost 3 league games on the bounce. If you take the FA Cup game into account, it's now 4 defeats in a row in all competitions. Yes, there have been mitigating circumstances with injuries and COVID absences, but as the Lions chief said after the defeat at Bloomfield Road, his side must step up. It really is the wrong time for Mill to be going on a bad run. January is a crucial time in the season. They have some very tough fixtures coming up. Confidence in the camp will be low after this recent run, and with West Brom, Preston and Fulham in the next 3 games, that needs to be put right and quickly. Major reinforcements needed in final week of the window. Rowett had been dealt a huge blow in the last week, with both Tom Bradshaw and Shea Ojo picking up long-term injuries. Bradshaw had been on a run of 6 goals in 8 games, and Ojo had just started to find form. Both players were badly missed at Bloomfield Road. Add to that situation surrounding Jed Wallace, his situation remains unclear, and according to Rowett, the constant press speculation is beginning to have an effect on some of the other players in the squad. Between Bradshaw and Wallace, Mill have lost 12 goals. That might not seem a very big number, but to a side that have only scored 12 goals in 12 league games, that is a very big loss. Matt Smith was allowed to leave the club alongside Jon Dalibod-Varson this week. The latter may not be a big miss to the South Londoners, but Smith's aerial prowess could have been given Mill something at Blackpool. A target man and a presence in the box was badly missed. I'm not saying that Smith being on the pitch would have helped Mill take something from the game, but having the option to bring him on could have given SC16 side a lifeline. Rowett had hoped that Mill would be more active than normal in this transfer window, but have so far only brought in Ollie Burke and now only have 1 recognised striker in the squad. All focus on recruitment is now on attack, and it's clear to see that reinforcements are badly needed. Tyler Burry shows encouraging signs. Garrett did have praise for the former AFC Wimbledon youngster who came on as a 59th minute substitute. He showed no fear and did try to attack where possible, something that the rest of the team seemed to be afraid to do. It felt as though when he got the ball something could happen. I didn't get that feeling from any other Mill player at Bloomfield Road, which is another huge problem facing the Lions boss in the coming weeks, especially if Jed Wallace does depart. Burry came closest to getting Millwall a point from the game. His darting run into the box, getting past 2 Blackpool defenders and forcing a smart stop from Dan Grimshaw was the best attacking moment for South Londoners in what was a really tough match for the tough watch for the fans, who once again travelled well to support their team. Just under 1,000 made the 500-mile round trip, and they will not have been encouraged by what they saw. Away day problems mounting. On top of all the other problems that Garrett is facing, is now tasked with also sorting out Mill's away performances and results. Just 1 win on their travel since October the 16th is simply not good enough for a side that had aspirations to be in the top 6. It's been a total flip. Home form was a problem last season. Perhaps the return of fans to SC16 has ironed out that problem, but for a side that was so strong on the road, the collapse in form is a real worrying sign, as is the loss of clean sheets. The Lions have been right up there in terms of clean sheets in the last 2 seasons, but have fallen away significantly in that department this season, with just 5 shutouts in 26 matches. If you're not going to score goals, then you need to keep them out at the other end. It won't just be the results that will be wiring the fans, it will be the manner of them. Poor performance in Blackpool was backed up by poor performances at the likes of Hull, Peterborough and Huddersfield. The win at Coventry was not the result of good performance. Both sides were below par. Exactly. We can only get a result when the opposition don't turn up and play to their best. And part of that's where he's saying there the home form was a problem last season. It's flipped, maybe because the fans are back. The fans are back at every club around the country. So, and they're very G'd up, shall we say, because there's quite a bit of aggro happening up and down the country that you don't really hear about because it's not Millwall. But they're very lively and very engaged with the football that's going on. So obviously when we go away, the home fans are up for it now. They missed football for like 2 seasons, so there you go. And Gary Rowett's strategy seems to be to bore them to death, and it's not working. So what did Gary Rowett say about Zak Lovelace? Well, we have this from news@den.co.uk. Millwall boss asked about future of Rangers, Leicester and Brighton linked Lions youngster. Millwall boss Gary Rowett says he's unsure over the future of Zak Lovelace as he praised the forward's impact in training. Lovelace, who turned 16 on Sunday, was in the Lions squad at Blackpool at the weekend, so he's 16 on. So I imagine. So here's the thing. So I'm pretty sure that they asked Gary Rowett about this. Oh yeah, it says here Rowett was asked about Lovelace's situation after the 1-0 defeat at Bloomfield Road. So they asked him at Blackpool at the game. So that was on Saturday. Lovelace turned 16 on Sunday. It is now Monday. Did they do the picture of him sitting at the table signing the contract? No. So what's happening? He hasn't signed the contract yet. Apparently they offered him one 3 months ago or so. They said this is the contract we're gonna be offering you when you turn 16 and you can sign it. So he's turned 16. He hasn't signed it. Now it's Sunday, but today was Monday. Crickets. So there's nothing from Millwall. No one else has signed him. So what's happening? Is he going to sign it? Is he not going to sign it? We shall see. So let's have a read. Rowett was asked about Lovelace's situation. I don't know at the moment. I'm not sure. I'll have to ask the club, Rowett said. It's not something I get too involved in. What I will say is that he's been excellent in training. It's a difficult one in games like this when you've got to find a goal with 15 minutes to go. I think it's hard to look to a 15-year-old to be the one to bring you back to where you are when there's senior players on the bench with experience. But what he does in training is shown that he's going to be a very good player for us. All these little experiences will make him a better player in the next 12 to 18 months. Okay. So he's going to be a better player in 12 to 18 months and then go out on loan to a team in the Conference League. And then the year later, when he's 19, he'll go out on a loan to a team in League 2. And then when he's 20, he'll go out on a loan to a team in League 1 if Gary Rowett's still here. And we're still doing that. And then maybe, hopefully by the time he's 22, 23, he'll get to play in the Championship. Well, he already has played in the Championship. But there you go. Now, he was in the squad, so I imagine did he have Sunday and Monday off? Did they get them? I know everyone gets Sunday off. Did they get Monday off as well? Because they travelled to the game and then they come in for training on Tuesday. So maybe I'm being a bit wrong about what's happening. Maybe it's deal's gonna be done on Tuesday, because as well. Let me just get into this before we get into anything. There is a game tomorrow. Watford under-23s versus Millwall under-23s. So that's happening tomorrow. This is from millfc.co.uk. Millwall under-23s make the short journey to Watford in the Professional Development League on Tuesday afternoon, kick-off 1 p.m. The fixture at University College London sees Kevin Nugent's side in action for the first time in 2 weeks, looking to overturn a 3-2 loss to Charlton Athletic last time out. And this is an away game, so I don't think this is going to be live streamed because it's at the training ground. Watford did live stream their FA Youth Cup game, but that was of course at Vicarage Road. So I think it's just going to be Twitter updates for us tomorrow from 1 p.m. So will Zak Lovelace be involved in this game or will he not? He did play in that 3-2 loss to Charlton last time. He did score. Maybe he's going to be involved in that. Maybe not, because he's with the first team squad and we're short of strikers, so maybe he won't be involved in that. But maybe he'll sign the contract tomorrow. Maybe a contract with us or with anyone tomorrow, because he's had a couple of days off because he was involved in the game on Saturday. So maybe that's the situation. But there was nothing today. What we did get today was this. This is also from newsitden.co.uk. It's the Loanwatch series that they do every Monday. I do like reading this. So Dan Moss made his debut in the Football League as he helped Leyton Orient to a clean sheet against Port Vale. Moss, 21, played 61 minutes of right wing back in a 0-0 draw in front of another Lions loanee, Alex Mitchell, who was on the right side of the back three. Kenny Jackett's side are 13th in League One, host Newport County on Tuesday, so tomorrow they're playing as well. Also in League Two, and another 0-0 draw. Sutton United were held at home by Northampton Town. Zak Lovelace, who scored 2 goals in a 3-2 win against Colchester last Tuesday, to take his tally to the season to 7, played 77 minutes up front. Sutton battled for a point after the dismissal of Craig Eastman in the 74th minute. Yeah, so they had a player sent off, and it looks like Zak Lovelace got taken off in terms of a tactical switch. Sutton are third. They're third in the league. Come from the conference into League Two. They're now third in League Two, looking to be in League One. And they're 2 points above Northampton and are in EFL Trophy action on Tuesday night, that's tomorrow, when Harrogate Town visit Gander Green Lane. I think that might be the quarter-final stage. I'm not too sure. They changed it around from when we played, when we got it to the thing in Wembley against Wigan, because Harrogate Town are playing Sutton, so it's not regionalised until they get to the semi-finals anymore. Okay, in National League South, centre-back Arthur Penny couldn't prevent Welling United losing 1-0 at home against Oxford City. Joe Isiofano scored the only goal in the 56th minute. Welling are 19th and travel to 20th placed Braintree Town on Tuesday. That sounds like it's a relegation battle, because I'm pretty sure there's 24 teams in that league, so that could be a tough one for them. So yeah, Loanwatch. Millwall, of course, doing their own Loanwatch. They have a little picture there of Leyton Orient playing Dan Moss, and they give a little, that's basically the same information that we've already read, but they do give this upcoming fixtures as a little twist on their take. So obviously Leyton Orient, Newport County tomorrow, Tuesday the 25th. Zak Lovelace, Sutton United versus Harrogate Town, Papa John's Trophy. Arthur Penny, Braintree versus Welling, Tuesday the 20th. So that's tomorrow. All of those games tomorrow as well. They don't tell us the weekend games though, but there you go. And also today, I told you about it yesterday. I don't know if you saw it. I haven't got anything to bring up to it, but Jimmy Abdo, what happened? So Comoros Islands showing amazing fighting spirit. If you don't know the situation, if you didn't watch yesterday's video, their goalkeeper got injured in the last match. Their 2 goalkeepers on in reserve have COVID. A couple of other players and their head coach also have COVID, so they couldn't take part in a game against Cameroon, and Jimmy was playing centre back, and he got sent off in like the first 10 minutes. It was a yellow card, and then they said, "Oh, VAR, have a look at this," because we freeze framed it on the exact moment. It's like you can't freeze frame life, but with all this technology and all the cameras now, they just freeze frame it and it looks bad, and then he got an upgrade to a red card, and he was sent off, and it's they were already up against it with all the no goal. They had to have their left back was playing in goal, and of course they ended up losing 2-1. But the spirit and fight they put up, it puts Millwall Football Club in its current situation to shame, to be honest with you. The adversity that they're under, and they can all come together and play the way they play, kept going till the end. They were 2-0 down. They come back 2-1. They're still trying. They're not trying to defend. It's like, just like, what are we going to defend? We've got a left back in goal, mate. What are we going to defend? Then it's a stark contrast to what we're being served up as Millwall fans, and that's actually what Millwall football's all about, isn't it? Stories like the Comoros Islands. It's not about an overinflated manager who's out of his depth trying to tell his team to defend for 60 minutes and nick a set piece, and then he waits until the opposition score and then brings on some attacking players to try and get back to 1-1. That's not what football's about. It's not what Millwall Football Club's about either, is it? And but we'll see. There's one more game in January to go before we end up with the worst start ever, equalled by Garrett, and it'll be 5 defeats in a row, and then you've got to think. Then it's a home game as well against West Brom. We're expected to lose because they're higher in the table, but I'm sure the fans will have something to say about the manner of defeat and how it happens. If we're trying to defend for 90 minutes at home, Garrett might as well pack up his office right there. We shall see, though. We shall see. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.